Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Balance of Opinions podcast with your homeboy Kingy Crush Glass and my homegirl
This is Free La.
and Manila.
Nai Vinci.
So today is a day where we're not trying to be political. It's just right and wrong. The situation is just clearly right and wrong. There's no us against them, police against people, especially people of color, especially if people with my complexion, right? So who wants to start off with the conversation here about George Floyd as well as Tamir Rice? I mean, this is something that's gone on for so long. It's just kind of, the names aren't forgotten, but the situation is becoming numbing for me personally.
Well, I can start off and say I don't deliberately mean to be political, but the personal is political, point blank, period. If you look at a personal issue that really does have an effect on you or mean something to you, it's going to be political because we are, just as citizens, are policed on a wide range, I should say, of things, of topics. So the personal is political. And that's actually a line or a statement that I learned while I was doing women's studies. Okay. And the more that I learned based on any various topic, it absolutely went down to politics. Either there was a law on it or there was something that was inhibiting you from being able to do as you choose, blah, 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 in the name of either the common good.
Yeah.
So they say, right? But it was really mainly some of these things are to police an individual based on whatever that issue is and what their identity is at the time. So I know that on the whole, this isn't to be a kind of political type pod.
Yeah.
But for me, it's going to come off that way at times, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I guess is what I'm saying.
Right? No, I feel you. I mean, I don't want to apologize, but at the same time, I just have to let people know this is my personal views.
Right.
This isn't something that you need to follow, or this isn't always right. But in my state of mind for this particular situation, there's only right and wrong. So no matter what I say, remember there's only right and wrong.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I did a post. You guys seen it? You know what I mean? I have a couple other smokers corners I'm gonna drop here soon. I'm Canadian. We're Canadian. We don't see this type of shit.
We don't see it to this extent. Absolutely not. And sometimes I wonder if we tend to think, being Canadian, that we're either immune or we're insulated because the levels of racism are not covert. They're not overt. But covert racism is just as dangerous, especially if and when something happens and then all of a sudden it comes out at you overtly. Then you're actually caught off guard because you've got to this place of being fully comfortable or fully almost complacent about it. And then when it comes, it's like a punch in the gut, or I don't know, a knee to the neck. We may not fully end up passing away, but, covert racism is equally just as damaging to a Black life and Black progression as it being overt.
Yeah. I mean, for me, what I'm trying to say is I've already experienced racism at a pretty high level in Canada, in Calgary, in Toronto. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's never been okay. I have to worry about them shooting me.
Right.
Right. Here, it's like I have to worry about them taking my past and trying to affect my future with it,
mm-hmm.
which is more on your overt. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, You know, I would rather have somebody attempt to do that because there's a way for me to combat that. Do you know what I mean? I could bring up other things and say, well, you know, this you can't. There's no reset button. His life is gone because
Yeah.
somebody thought it was cool to put their knee on his neck. Like I sat and watched that. I watched the whole video, and I couldn't even cry. I was just overly angry. Like the fact that there's people there telling him, "You're killing the man." He's telling him, "You're killing me." He's balling up for his kids, his mom. Like he's telling them all the symptoms of somebody who's being suffocated. And then this man goes to the bathroom on himself in the street, dead. That's when I knew he was dead. When he all that stuff, I see that come from underneath the car. I knew he was dead.
Yeah. So just to go back to about the Canada thing. Okay. As me living in Canada for so long, I've never been pulled over by a police. I have never been in a situation with a police where I thought my life was anywhere remotely threatened or anything. And I've been in cars with friends that's been pulled over by police, and the way they talk to the police is, they're profound and rude. But also the police come back and said, well, sir, that's your opinion and that's your feelings. You know? Now I imagine I've seen videos. If you in the States and if you talk to a police like that, you're getting dragged out your car, right? All that type of stuff. If you've seen plenty of it, people with their kids and right in front of their kids, they're getting dragged out the car, getting their windows punched out in front of little kids. And towards the thing with this guy, I mean, Floyd here, man, yeah, I saw the video too, and I'm watching the video, and I just couldn't believe it. I saw so many wrongs when I was watching the video. I saw so many wrongs. I saw a cop with his hand folded, right? Just standing there, and the guy.
The man put his hand in his pocket to put more pressure on his thigh to
not
kill
that,
the man, bro.
Not that gentleman. The other cop.
No, I know, the Asian
the other
one.
cop was standing
But
up.
there was two more around the side, kneeling on the man's legs like, what the hell is this?
Now, bring me back to my point is, does it take 3 cops to do that to a handcuffed man? And if it takes 3 cops to do that, I don't think you guys belong on the force. Let's be real. Right? To a guy that was not resisting arrest. And you're going to do that to a person over, I'm not sure, I don't know the full detail, but it was supposed to be over a fake $20 bill or a check, whatever it is.
A fake $10 bill.
It came back real on top of that. Just to crumple and throw it out there. Yeah. Yeah.
See, I didn't hear that.
For me, it just, I believe it was Gayle King said this last week that it seems like it's open season on the black man. Right? And that, for me, as a black woman, as a woman who loves myself, loves my race, and loves black men, and I mean beyond romantically, I love black men. These are the foundations and the other half to this legacy that is mine, that is part of myself. And to know that at any moment in time, and yes, we're in Canada, blah, 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 but you can't say it can't happen here. Right?
I'm not saying that it can't happen here.
The possibility of it happening here, maybe one day.
And I'm not saying the possibility can't happen. What I'm saying is, if you just take this footage, so you've seen this footage, right? We've had camera phones for 10 years. For 10 years, we've been seeing this type of stuff. So just imagine what we don't catch on camera.
Right.
So when I say I'm in Canada, I'm saying, listen, I don't believe that even a group of brown people or white people or a mixture of people would really allow that to happen without people getting arrested. Because once somebody starts crying for themselves, I don't care if it's Karen, I don't care if it's Shaquem, I don't care who it is, they're more likely to attempt to push the officer off of the person because we're not dog eat dog here.
Right.
People, as much as we don't kind of like mingle as much, but we still have a social, people aren't going to let somebody just, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the memes that I see coming out of Calgary is people fucking that stampede, bro. Who get killed in that?
Mm-hmm.
Some people's taste, some people's eyeballs. That's about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it can't happen here. I'm just saying I feel like because we get British cops here as well. I don't know if there's that many Britons in America, but we get British cops here. So they're already trained not to have to use guns. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, it's baton or mace. And I mean, you know, Nigel, you were in the car one time when they pulled us over for that stupid bullshit. And I was on probation and I was going to go do some stupid shit. I was being greedy, whatever. Went to go see some chick. And a homeboy of ours is driving. Boom. His taillight was busted out. They pulled us over, asked for everybody's ID. I wasn't supposed to be out, wasn't supposed to have a cell phone, yada, yada, so on and forth. The cop, he was a dickhead, but I really did not fear for my life.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, he was British. You know what I mean? He still was he was still unpleasant. But it wasn't like, oh shit, I gotta worry about my friend or my mom finding my body. You know what I mean? Like, It wasn't like that. But in America, I see it so much. And it's like, when people show me these statistics about how many white people compared to black, I'm like, dude, that's like 5% of your population. They're killing 30% of ours, buddy. 30%. I may not be completely factual, but I'm just saying, if you add the numbers up, the percentage of black people, I'm not even going to say black men, black people, unarmed. I'm not talking about the armed ones. We're talking about people who aren't resisting arrest, people who are being compliant, ending up in a body bag. And the same thing, like the looters and robbers, I understand people are upset about that. Of course. Who wouldn't be? But you don't see that they're angry? On top of it, it's not a good idea to burn down your own neighborhood. They should go burn down some other neighborhood. That's factual. I'm not arguing that. Do you know what I mean? But when people are saying it took you 3 days to arrest this man, after getting the video footage, this isn't like somebody told you. You sat there and watched what he did. Who cares about what transpired before that? This is what's transpired in front of you. That's murder. Because if I do that to somebody, I'm going to jail. There's no waiting 3 days to come pick me up. Oh, no. They got me within 20 minutes. I could be running. They gonna find my ass. And this motherfucker, they fire him. They're like, oh, we need more evidence to charge. We need more evidence to charge who? Let's be real, man. These are, even though they're the police and they're protected servants, whatever you want to fucking call them, they're still like every other civilian. If you commit murder with no reason,
right,
you go to jail. You getting charged, especially if we have video evidence. What, his face got doctored on there? Because remember, I like I said, from everything I was looking up on, it said it was a fake $10 bill. Then you corrected me, because I didn't even know about that yet. Boom.
Me too.
It wasn't even fake. So why did they detain him for? Oh, because somebody who wants to use their privilege probably called the police and said, black man acting aggressive. We already seen Karen do it in the park with the dog. So
weaponizing their privilege. That's exactly what it was. So whatever's happening in this bodega or whatever, wherever he was trying to make this purchase, and they believed it was a fake, $10 bill, $20 bill. But even so, even if it was fake, so his absolute life wasn't even worth the supposed fake $20 bill that he had. Come on. You're saying that his life should have been taken for a fake $20?
Eric Gardner lost his life for a cigarette, 25 cents, maybe $1?
Yeah, it's good you said about the
Sean Bell lost his life for doing what they told him to do. Show me your wallet. I'm reaching for my wallet. 52 shots.
Yeah, about what you said about losing your life over that, because there was an interview with some I can't remember what the store was, a owner of a business in Minnesota that was burned down by a riot, right? And he come out and said, "That's okay. I can rebuild the store. It can be rebuilt, but that man can't get his life back,
Right.
right?" So there you go. Like, look at that. He's talking about his business he's had for so many years.
Which he probably has insurance for, not to trivialize it, but,
Yeah.
you know, people that are out there looting and rioting, I get it. It's just they're getting out their rage. Some people, but also a lot of the videos I saw were not of colored people looting. And again on our backs and on the pain in our backs and the ache in our heart, you're still taking it and riding that wave and getting more from yourself. Like, you've already bled us out.
You know what's funny?
What else is there to take? And then there was also what's the YouTuber, Paul Jake?
Logan Paul,
like
I think it was Logan Paul is.
Yeah, that's it. This kid.
Oh, Logan Paul's brother or whatever.
He was
because there's two of them.
Too.
The one in
the millionaires out there looting.
The one in Arizona.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So hold on, wait. You see that? I saw that one, and that really pissed me off because, listen, you are profiting off oppression and people's pain for your views and to get more likes. Right? That's clearly what he's doing. Because you obviously know, where is he from? He's famous for what? YouTube. Doing stupid shit on YouTube.
Listen,
right?
Man, most of the people who got arrested in Minnesota at these places weren't even from that state.
Yeah, people are sitting here crossing state lines.
Because they're craven. You know what's funny? Philadelphia, I think it was. Or somewhere in Minnesota. I seen on Instagram, this black guy said, look at this. Bricks outside the judge, out the courtroom. He goes, there's no construction around here. They put bricks out here. Why they put bricks out here for? Because they want people to destroy shit. They've got some of their own people they're paying right now that are out there in these crowds.
Plain clothes to sit there and incite the riot, to rage you even more. Because that fits their agenda.
Of course. Because they can say, see, this is why we can't do nothing for you black people. You guys get angry and burn stuff down. Okay, the Tea Party. Didn't they get angry and burn stuff down? That wasn't black people that did that. Who was it that did that?
Can I make mention of a piece of history?
Yes, please do. Enlighten me.
9 years ago, on May 31st, 99 years ago, on May 31st, so 1921, was the riot of Black Wall Street.
Yes, I know about this one.
Rioters tore everything down. Sorry, on Black Wall Street. They were looting. They were rioting. They burnt the entire block down. Anything that these people,
black owners,
all black owners, is gone.
Have their own banks.
Everything.
Wasn't that in Oklahoma when they bombed the town as well?
Could have been, but I'm saying, think about it now. And this is a big thing for me. It's year 2020. To me, this is a mirror, but also flipped upside down in this year of 2020, because this has reached a fever pitch after George Floyd. You know, I made a post saying the air is different. From when I saw it, it was instantaneous. The air is different, and this has clearly been building up for how many years with the loss of all of these Black lives. But when I saw that, I said, "None. The air is different. Can't tell me it hasn't been changing, but the air is very, very different." And you know, I look and I see, and it's maybe not in the same ways and the same means, but can easily be another civil war. Easy. And I do blame some of that on the clown that they have in power there, because he has been feeding this fire. He's been stoking it from the second he got in.
Free.
From the second he got in.
Free. From when Obama was in power, this guy got the wood, he chopped the wood up, he propped everything up, propped the cross up, all that stuff, hit it with the gasoline, let it dry, hit it with the gasoline again, let it dry. You see when he got into office, and you see what happened in Charlottesville?
Mm-hmm.
But that's when he lit it. Oh, there was good people out there too. People, remember, at the beginning of this pod, I said this. Wrong and right. Was it right for him to say that people who were carrying guns were good people? Was it right for him to say that people who incited violence, ran somebody over, somebody who was part of that little group of people, ran somebody over, or not somebody, ran a few people over, they were good people? Or the people who had the pickets and was out there protesting peacefully? Because, I mean, if me and you are going to go somewhere and I present a weapon,
right?
Don't I become almost a hostile to anybody who doesn't possess a weapon or may not have the same thought process I have?
Absolutely.
And that I might have anger issues or mental issues or control issues? So, we know this. But remember, they voted him in, right? What did I tell you? Make America great again. He went the dude who killed George swore, make America white again, or make whites great again.
No, it was white again.
Oh, white again?
It was, yeah.
Well, the thing with Trump is, I'll say his name. Thing though, when he was running for office and he was in the election, he made no secret of what he was trying to do. He can deny it as much as he wants, but it was clear for us all to see. Once you start building walls and you start saying dispute things, right? Mm-hmm. It just opened the door for a lot of people to come out of their shell, right? A lot of people, and after that, they just run with it. It was free. Come out of your shell. It was no more hidden.
I mean, you're not wrong. The thing is, I say this all the time, and people think I'm joking. Everybody's fucking racist, bro. Okay, let's just get that shit the fuck out the way. This isn't black people don't know how to be racist. Everybody's fucking racist, all right? But before I get on to that, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let us know, man. For real, let us know. Okay?
Let me be real, though. I'm not a racist. I just fucking hate people. That's who I am.
Listen, I feel you. But right? When I mean racist, I don't mean you hate. I'm just saying there could be somebody from a culture that bothered you, and it kind of, you know what I mean? You just seen a couple people out of that group who are of the same culture do funny stuff, and you're like, you know what? I don't really fuck with them people.
But you see, that is closed-minded, low self-esteem people for you having an altercation with one person from a race.
No.
And then you use
this
that.
This is what I said, though. I said,
no, I got people. You. I'm just making a point. No, but I'm just saying, that's how some people become racist. Off one incident, nothing to do with race. You have a problem with somebody from that race. You take it and you run with it and you make it bigger. And you're saying everyone is like that from that race.
Yes. I mean, when I mean a little racist, I mean we all have stereotypes, man. You know, You're
I
chilling with
just
your
hate
Asian
people.
friend, you
For
say some
sure.
crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like, we're open to it. I'm not saying that people can't just say, yo, I don't mess with people, and that's why. But I'm saying, you know, there's stereotypes of us, of everybody. You know what I mean? Race, you know, why do you think we have Karens?
Sure.
And that's a black name. Fucked up, huh? They out here calling white girls Karen, who be telling on people, but that's a black name. That's crazy, huh?